Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ian from MaddenSchool.com, and in today's tip, we're going to be going over a franchise-specific thing you can do that's really going to confuse your opponent. So, unfortunately, if you are on playing on Ultimate Team or like a head-to-head regular ranked game, this isn't going to work. But if you're in like a competitive franchise, still going strong at this point in the Madden season, this is a nice little wrinkle to kind of confuse your opponents and get some confused people messaging you on what you're doing. So, what we're going to be doing is taking advantage of the player lock feature on franchise. So in order to do that, you click L3 quickly twice once you've kind of scrolled over to the player that you want to lock onto. So for this play, we're going to lock onto the running back. You can see that he has a little lock icon underneath him, but your opponent's not going to notice it unless you're doing it like every play. He's going to have no idea. He's not even going to see that. But if we wanted to lock onto a receiver, we could do that. See there. And what that lock does, it just means that's the only player we can control in that entire play. Now I'm going to combine that player lock feature with, for example, like a motion halfback swing from this gun tray open offset formation. Now the reason I do that is because this running back on his auto motion, that's a dead giveaway usually, that you're going to be running like a motion halfback swing. And so your opponent's going to be like, well, this guy's an idiot. I'm going to get out there and jump that route. But what we're really going to do is we're going to player lock onto this guy. And instead of following that route, we're going to just cut it upfield instead. And now we're filming this on next gen, and so you can't really change of direction or kind of cut as easy as you can on current gen. So it's much more effective on current gen because you can really turn this into like a halfback angle route or something like that. So keep that in mind. But basically I'm just going to run it through here, and you can see the guy with the M over his head. Usually that's going to be the guy your opponent is usering or someone like that. And what's usually going to happen is he's going to sprint with that guy right when he sees the auto motion to the sideline. He's going to take himself way out of the play. There's not going to be anybody else over there. And you can see this running back's going to be wide open. Now, it's not going to be as obvious here because there isn't a user on defense. But you can kind of stick with me and see that what it would look like if there was a user on the field. Now, we're still getting 10 yards pretty easily. And again, on current gen, you're going to get even more yards. But when that guy's not on the field, you're going to get these huge gains. I didn't call for the ball there. I should have. It looks like the quarterback threw it away. Maybe he was under pressure. But probably 9 times out of 10, we're going to complete this pass pretty easily. And then you just follow your blockers. Now, again, I probably should be cutting it a little bit more like a halfback angle route instead of just like kind of just like a streak route. But it's a little bit hard to change directions on next gen, so it can be a little bit harder. And you do need a decent quarterback. Now, I think here we just have Nick Foles, but if you have like a 95 overall quarterback with good awareness, he's going to make these passes really easily. There's all kinds of things you can do with this. For example, maybe you want to instead call a different play that's like this, but now you want to do like a motion inside cross. Doesn't matter what play your opponent calls. So now we have a whole bunch of routes on the field, and now we can do whatever we want with this guy. Now the key to this play working is that you're only going to call it once, maybe twice a game or do something like this, because your opponent's not going to notice your player locked if you do it right before you snap the ball. But if you're constantly doing it, he's going to be all over it. So what you want is just to kind of mix it in there once or twice. Your opponent is just going to take his user way out of the play, just run straight to the sideline trying to intercept that pass. You're instead cutting kind of to the middle upfield, and then you can get like a 25-yard gain pretty easily. Now, that is a good little segue there. You can't really control who your quarterback throws the ball to. Now, you can call for the ball, but some quarterbacks will kind of ignore it, kind of click A or X on the PlayStation to call for the ball, and you're going to see your receiver waves his hand. But your quarterback's under no obligation to throw it, so you kind of get what you get. But if you have like a high awareness, good quarterback, and you call for the ball at a good time, he's generally going to throw it to you. So again, this tip only works if you're playing franchise mode. This works on online franchise just fine, but it will not work in Ultimate Team or like just a regular head-to-head exhibition. So I hope this little wrinkle helps you guys. Until next time, take care.